Right, welcome back to this week's video. This week we are going to show you building our front gate, and we're also going to show you building our plasterboard for our bed and breakfasts. And right at the end of the video I've got a little tasty surprise for you guys to see. I hope you enjoy it.
Podemos ficar com o bloco, tinha bloco de chão para dar.
Yeah, guys, so you've seen how we built it, but let me go into a bit more detail. So this wall, I want to make sure it's nice and solid so it doesn't come down or start cracking over the winter. So we had the tractor dig a 60 centimetre foundation. We've put rebarb all the way through. 4 lots of rebarb tied together, running the whole length right down to the water meter which was already here. So that was built ages ago. Don't know how well they built it, but it was built ages ago. So we've connected this pillar all the way down to the water meter with rebar, and then we've filled that with concrete. And then we have made 3 pillars in between each of the in between the blockwork to reinforce it again. So these pillars again have rebarb down, sewn into the foundation, and those 3 pillars hopefully give us strength to the wall. And then finally here, the pillars again, we put rebarb through the pillars, tied into the foundation, and then these are all filled with concrete as well. So it's a solid build. I wanted to go a little bit flimsier, but my Pedrero Fabio told me I was wrong, so I took the leap and did it a little bit more in depth than I thought was needed. But hopefully this will still be standing in years to come. So, yeah. Right. Well, we need your help now though, guys, is we are having a debate on how we want this to be finished. So we've got a couple of options. I can either do it rendered and just paint it white like the rest of the house, or we can stone clad it and have it cladded with stone. And then the other thing that Sarah was talking about is the gate itself.
So I want the gate to be a rustic traditional gate. I'll show you in the pictures. Not automatic either. Whereas we're also thinking right at the beginning to be an automatic gate, a little bit less rustic. I'll show you in the pictures. Let us know what you think is best. I personally prefer the rustic look. Okay, so something else in here. So I also, if we are putting, instead of the stone, if we're just painting it white, what would you think I could do here at the top? I think we could put a bit of an overhang and paint it blue at the top along the wall. or just have it stone, or just have it white. Just let us know what you think as well. I'll give you some ideas in the pictures to come.
Right. This has been one of the hardest jobs that we've done. Surprisingly, it's only a plasterboard wall, but the importance of preparation, I think, is a lesson I've learned today. When you're building the metal framework for this, it's so important that everything's level, everything needs to be spaced correctly. Otherwise, when you put the balls up, it just doesn't work. The other problem we've got is that nothing in this house is straight. So I think when the owners built it, it was built with leftover bricks or whatever they had available. And every wall's a little bit wonky. Nothing is completely straight. And we ended up having a bit of an argument, me and one of the guys that's been working with me since the beginning, because he spent all day building it and he spent all day building it incorrectly. So the spacing wasn't correct. He had put supports all the way through, but we didn't need that. We just needed to go straight top to the bottom. Said, Sarah's going to put it online and you're going to be able to see the one that we did and the one that they did. And I ended up doing it because he said to me, it's not as easy as you think. Why don't you give it a go? So I did. And me and Sarah, I think, smashed it out of the park. And you can see after now we're looking at this and we've put the plasterboard up. This wall was a nightmare. Nothing fitting correctly because nothing was level and nothing was spaced out correctly. And so we've got all these little gaps that we've had to spray foam and then scrim over. It will be fine once it's plastered. You won't be able to see it. But this was a nightmare. Whereas compare it to the wall that we did, which we're going to take you to now. Come through, sorry. The one that we did now, which still looks crap. Which still looks crap. But this one still isn't a great job. But it was so much easier to put up compared to the one next door because the prep work was better. At least the studs here were level, they're spaced correctly. I was cutting out little bits of plasterboard on there just to make everything fit. I should have probably just taken it down and redone it, and that would have been easier than the job I did, but too late now. It's up. Thank you. My dad was here helping me and we got it done. And once it's plastered, I think it will look good. So yeah, let's hope it ends up as a good product. Right, it's now time to do a bit of a test. We need to do a bit of a test and see if this soundproofing's been worth it. So the boys are next door screaming and shouting, and we're going to listen to see if we can hear them. I think it's worked, guys.
After a week full of work, this is what I do to relax. Enjoy the process of sourdough baking. This will be one of the main features in our future bakery.
Yummy.
I can't even my juice.
One more week has gone. Next week, we starting DIY plastering.
Emphasis on the DIY.
Yeah.
Amateurs in action.
Will there be a pleasant week or...
We already know the answer. Miserable, but we get the job done. Join us next week, guys. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.